Okay, Rachael counseling Bethany, part 2. Okay, so the first bubble we have, call from friends, is the activity that happens. I know you said it was 2 weeks ago, but do you remember how receiving that phone call made you feel?
It made me feel happy that they wanted to include me. So that's what made me feel happy. But then I thought about it was like I felt immediately happy, but then I felt kind of like, oh well, they must be talking to each other, planning things that I'm not involved in the plan, and that kind of bothered me. But I did feel happy.
Okay, and then when they called you, do you remember what you told them? Did you, as your response to going with them to the movies?
Yeah, it was, when I called, it was 8:30 at night.
Okay.
And I just, that time for me is almost impossible to get out. I'm trying to get kids into bed, and I can't just tell my husband that you have to stay with them. I want to go out because, we don't go out together, so I think that would have caused a problem.
Okay. Now for this example, if you're looking at your bubbles, this is probably not like most of the activities we'll be doing. So what the purpose of the sheet is then, is we have the 3 bubbles filled out. So then we kind of look at how, let's just keep going. So we have, what happened was your call from your friends, and then how that made you feel getting that phone call, and it made you feel happy to be included. And then how you acted was, you told them no, it was a bad timing, and then you started kind of thinking about your husband a little bit. And how did it make you feel when you had to tell them no?
I felt bad about it. Felt sad and like I didn't. I felt like they thought I didn't want to do that. But I don't want to sit there and tell them like why I'm saying no. I just told them that I was too tired and that I had work to do or work on it. So, but it made me feel sad. I wanted to go. I never get to do anything with my friends. So.
Sure. And then once you, so after you just told them no, and then you kind of had that feeling of feeling kind of bad for your friends and kind of bad that you didn't go. How, do you remember what you did next after that?
Yeah, so it's like 8:30, so I think I just kind of, I read the kids a book, and I tucked them in, and I just kind of got my pajamas on, and I just kind of sat in bed, and I really just didn't do anything. I told my husband that they called, and he said that, oh, well, I guess one of you would have said something to me, but then I just told him, no, that's not me. I didn't really do too much. It was it wasn't like crying over it. It was just more of this like feeling of just kind of like sad. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Having the actions actually on paper in front of you kind of stepped out the way that they occurred. Does it make you feel differently at all about the choices that you made for that night?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. And I know your children are very important to you. So I was hoping, after doing this together, do you think you'd feel comfortable doing this on your own this next week?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
if I print off a couple more late copies
Sure.
and then just kind of write on them, I think that'd be okay.
Okay. Wonderful. I know for you, for you and your family, the kids and work is really important. So I was wondering, just kind of looking at what you identify as kind of the key things in your life, if you'd feel comfortable maybe doing a graph based off of an activity that you did with your children, whether it's getting them ready for bed or dinner or reading time, an activity with your kids, and then maybe an activity, I guess anything else that kind of popped in your head during the week, whether it's with if your friends call again, or if something happens at work, or if something, interact with your husband, anything that we could kind of look at for next week and then kind of gauge maybe future activities around. Does that sound like an okay assignment?
Yeah, so you'd want me to just write down something that we did together and like my feelings?
Exactly. Yep. So it'd be something you did together, how that activity made you feel, and then how you reacted right after that activity.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds okay.
Did you find this activity helpful at all? I know we only have a short time together today.
Yeah, I like it because it kind of shows me how, like if something happens, how I react to it and why. So,
Okay. Is there anything that you'd like me to try and adjust for next week that might be a little bit better for you?
I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. And you have my email, so if anything pops up during the week, or if you have any questions or any immediate concerns before our next visit, just let me know. And same time next week in my office, though.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
Wonderful. Thank you, Bethany.